So, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. This is Pia Corey speaking. I'm highly excited about the call we have tonight. We go into detail about how to earn wholesale and royalties. And I'm very excited. I hope you have a price list and pen and paper ready, because I really want to go a little bit with you into the nitty-gritty. So just let me open the first slide for you. There we go. So in Herbalife, you can earn different incomes. You are an independent businessman or businesswoman. Just need to move here quickly the lines. So you are an independent businessman or businesswoman in Herbalife. So you can even have an international business in all Herbalife countries. We are in more than 90 countries. You can have business, and you want to write down already, work local, but think global. Who do you know in your entire country you live in? And who do you know in other countries? Probably have a list at the country list from Herbalife, and you see very quickly, oops, I know somebody in the UK. Oops, I know somebody in Australia. And you can make contact with them. Probably they are interested. We have an online HOM. So there is so many opportunity basically to inform these people, and when they want to get started, they will be in your downline as your member. So the different earnings, as a member, you can only earn retail profit. So if you are a member on 25%, there's only one income stream, and that's the retail profit when you sell a product. As a senior consultant, so as soon as you reach the level of 35% and a qualified producer, you can earn retail profit and wholesale income. And I explain wholesale in a minute. And as a supervisor on your 50% level, not just that you have the highest retail profit, now you also can earn wholesale, the highest wholesale plus royalties. So as a supervisor also can qualify for active supervisor sessions. So at trainings like the LDW, Leadership Development Weekend, Extravaganza, there are special trainings for the supervisors. And supervisor can also qualify for active World Team and vacations. And only on a supervisor level you can qualify for Get Team, Millionaire Team, and President Team and beyond. So you can see already it makes a lot of sense to qualify for supervisor as soon as possible, but also to qualify the right way. I will spend a couple of minutes on that as well. So when we look at that construct, what I show you here, it shows you the retail profit, what you can earn on the different levels. So on an example, shake, tea, and aloe, what we call our healthy breakfast, the suggested selling price is 1,005 Rand and 92 cents. The member on 25% pays for it 815. The senior consultant on 35% pays on it 720. The qualified producer on 42% pays on it 654, and the supervisor pays on it 579. So it's the levels between 25 and 50%, meaning for the same kind of effort, you basically get a higher retail profit the higher you are up in the marketing plan. So your retail profit on 25% on the same product, Shake Tea Aloe, will that you have 190 Rand in your pocket. So excuse me when I don't count now all the time the pennies. On a 35% level, 285. On a 42% level, 351. And on a 50% level, a whopping 426 Rand. So when you think now, you make a wellness assessment and you are a member on 25%, you make 190 Rand, whereas when you are on a supervisor level on 50%, you make for the same effort, for the same wellness assessment, 426. So obviously, you want to get to the supervisor level, but as I said, in the right way. But now understand also what you can earn in wholesale. Now, wholesale, you can only earn when you start to build a team. Wholesale is basically like a reward when you help team members to come into your team. meaning you invite people to the Herbalife Opportunity Meeting, and they decide to become a member by themselves and help other people to be healthy and fit. Now, as an example, your member in your team is on 25%. So again, the same example with Shake Tea and Aloe, and your member pays now, when they buy Shake Tea Aloe, 815 Rand. So if you are now on 25%, the same like your member, obviously there is no difference, so there is no wholesale profit. On a member's level, you cannot earn any wholesale. But if you would be on a 35% level, and your member is buying from Herbalife directly Shake Tea Aloe, either for own consumption or to sell it to a customer, then Herbalife pays you the difference between his 25 and your 35%, meaning 94 Rand. If you are on 42%, the difference is obviously higher, 160 Rand. And if you're on 50%, it's obviously the highest, 235. So now imagine this is on one member buying Shake Tea Aloe. Imagine now you have 10 of these members who only would consume one Shake Tea and Aloe. How much would be your wholesale profit? You would make already 2,358 wholesale profit just when each member only has one Shake Tea Aloe. Wow, that's amazing. This is called passive income already. But now imagine when these team members even have 2, 3, 4, 5 customers, how your wholesale check can grow. Wholesale is paid from Herbalife into your bank account on the 15th of the following month. So make sure Herbalife has your banking details. If you haven't sent your banking details to Herbalife yet, you can submit the banking details online on our webpage, myherbalife.co.za. Click there on the profile on the top on the right-hand side, or print the form which you find on the same webpage in the section of My Office Documents. You can see the form for the banking details and hand it in directly to Herbalife. So this is now the second income stream. The third income stream is called royalties, and this comes to count when you are on a supervisor level and you're on 50% and you have developed your members also to supervisors. So the moment you have one supervisor in your team and this person is directly from you, this is called your first level. If this supervisor develops another supervisor in his first level, it's for you the second level, and so on. If your second level develops another supervisor, this is your third level, and so on and so on. So as a supervisor, you can have unlimited many members and you can have unlimited supervisors. So it goes back to your effort. How big do you want to grow your team? And Herbalife pays you on each supervisor in your first 3 levels. So not just on your first level, it pays you also on the second level and on the third level, 5% royalty on the entire production. So it's not taking away money from them. It's basically Herbalife rewards you on the efforts you have put in, because Herbalife knows you assist them, you help them, you support them, you go with them to the HRM, and this is basically your profit out of, or your bonus out of that. If you get into a Get team, millionaire team, and president team level, you get additional to the royalties 2% or 4% or 6% bonus, and this goes infinitive deep. So this is another income besides the royalties, which we call then bonus. So the beauty in this business is you can decide how many clients you want to have. You can decide how many members you introduce to the business. You decide how many members you want to teach and help them to develop what they want to achieve. The secret is basically the more people you will help to achieve what they want to achieve. If they want to be happier, if they want to shape up, or if they want to make a little extra income, or if they want to make a big extra income, the easier you will achieve what you want to achieve when you help many, many people what they want to achieve. And this is why our whole purpose is really changing people's lives in all different directions. So the 7 areas of income in Herbalife is the retail profit, where you can earn between 25 to 50%. The wholesale profit, where you earn between 5 to 25%. The royalties, the 5% on your first 3 levels. Then we have the active World Team bonus. So everybody is on track, or almost everybody is on track really to qualify till July for the active World Team level, because this is extra bonus when we all want to go directly to Paris then for our international extravaganza. And then we have bonuses 2 to 7%, Infinitive Deep for the Global Expansion Team, Millionaire Team, and President Team. And there's the annual profit sharing. This is now something very special. There's once a year, it always happens in March, the honors. And at the honors, all the president team who have at least one president team in their downline, they can qualify for 1% of the total turnover, which will be shared within these president teams. So it's another, and it's a red carpet event. It's absolutely amazing. I mean, you will see it then online if you are not at the honors. It's absolutely amazing. It will happen now in March 2018 in Los Angeles. It's really red carpet. I mean, you can't compare it with the with other awards. It's really mind-boggling, yeah. And then obviously we have our paid vacations also as another area of income. So how to get to supervisor the smartest and fastest way? Build on every month 5 to 7 new clients. And if you are already on a supervisor level, continue every month 5 to 7 new clients. Look well after your existing clients and add every month at least 1 to 2 members to your team and teach them to do exactly the same you're doing. So the long-term goal is obviously to become an active supervisor and develop 10 active supervisors in your first line. That might sound small or big at the moment, but progress comes from the small steps every single day. The 3 magic skills you want to develop is, first of all, get customers and keep customers. So you develop your flow, which suits your own personality. And obviously your sponsor or I will always support and assist you with that. So you just let us know, where do you stuck? Where do you need support? Where do you need to have ideas? So this is really, you develop your own independence in this business, but the beauty is you don't need to do it on your own. The second step is get members and help them to develop their own flow according to their personality. All you want to have is successful members who are looking well after customers and who are also teaching new members. And then you teach your members to teach step 1, 2, and 3. And if you do that continuously, you automatically end up in the supervisor level, which usually when you're focused, even very part-time, will be after 3 to 4 months. And obviously this is how you teach your members as well to reach the same as soon as possible. So sometimes when we start with Herbalife, we are in the beginning a little bit impatient because we expect too much in a too short time period. So understand, you develop a passive income. So what you cannot really calculate right now is probably the exponential growth which happens the more members you have in your team and activate in your team and plug them into our learning system and into our seminar system and all of that. And when they start to become more and more confident with the products, with their own results, with what we have to offer, this is where also for your passive income comes the exponential growth. And this is the difference what you see here on that slide. When you look at the normal income, that might grow year by year by year by year. But the problem is the moment you hit that time of pension and you retire, or there's illness, maternity leave, and an end, or you just want to take out time, then you lose basically money because your income drops massively. The income with Herbalife, after you have a build-up phase, you continue to receive income even when you don't work hard by yourself. And this is the beauty basically in Herbalife. But you must understand there's a build-up phase. So this is now the time where you want to create the momentum towards the global expansion team or beyond. And obviously, as I said, Rome is not built in one day. We do that all together. Very important is, if you really want to understand everything and get closer to the nitty-gritty, then you really want to be in the Leadership Development Weekend. We have the Leadership Development Weekend coming up in March, the first weekend of March, which will be in Cape Town, and the second weekend in March will be in Johannesburg. Get your early bird ticket now already. How you can qualify? Either you qualify fully as a supervisor, or you have 3 consecutive months, a minimum of 500 personal purchase volume. So we can do December, January, February. That's, by the way, the latest possibility. So you only can achieve it either now by qualifying supervisor, or starting in December with your first 5 to 7 customers, 500 personal purchase volume in December, January, and February. And you will be not just receiving your NutriBullet if you're brand new, you also are qualified for the Leadership Development Weekend. And this is basically the best you can do for yourself for 2017 to end of 2017 on a high note and get into 2018. So if you consider to make yourself a beautiful gift for the festive seasons now, for the holiday season, then it's really that ticket for the Leadership Development Weekend. And my final note before I open up for questions, it's really what is very important to understand is this picture, what I show you there. The only mistake you can make in our business is that you give up. Because all I know, whenever you were talking with one person, you have planted a seed. Whenever you had one customer already, you have planted a seed. And if you have already a member in your team, even you can't see it right now, you have planted already a big seed. So never give up. You never know how close you may be to achieve your dreams. So continue. And I just want to open up now for questions. We have another 5 minutes where we can go into questions. So the whole idea of the call was tonight talking about the opportunity, how to earn wholesale and also royalties. So I give it up for you now and listening to your questions. And I see David now also from Joburg on the call. Hi, David. How are you?
Hi, Bea. Good in yourself.
Excellent, thank you. Doris, Cheryl, David, all the others, any questions?
I've got one.
Yeah, David?
Please can you just repeat the part where you spoke about loading the bank details, as my Wi-Fi was a bit bad and I couldn't hear properly.
Okay, I'll just go back quickly, 1 second. So there you have it. On the slide on the bottom, you can see wholesale is paid from Herbalife into your bank account on the 15th of the following month. So make sure that Herbalife has your banking details. You can submit the banking details on www.myherbalife.co.za. When you go onto the home page, you see basically on the right-hand side, there's a little mannequin. And when you click there, this is your profile, and there's where you also can submit your banking details. If that does not work for you for whatever reason, or you've done it before and haven't received your wholesale, then I always suggest go back to the good old way, where you just go into myherbalife.co.za, click on My Office documents. There you find the document for the banking details. Print it, fill it in, and either when you go to Herbalife directly, I know, David, you go always to the sales center, you can hand it in personally, or you can also just email it to Herbalife.
Awesome. Thanks, Pia.
Pleasure. And do you know how to check your wholesale?
Yes. No, I've already got mine sorted. It's actually to help Nina with hers, because she's now eligible to start earning wholesale profit from this month.
Yay, super. Show her where she can see her wholesale. So for everybody who's listening at the moment, when you're on the homepage, myherbalife.co.za, you scroll all the way down, and then you see checks and deposits. And you click there, and then you basically see round about the 10th, it always showing already what will be paid on the 15th into your account. So it shows basically the income from the previous month, which will be paid on the 15th into your account. Like now on the 10th, yesterday, it showed already the incomes from November, which will be paid on the 15th into everybody's account. And sometimes it's even earlier in your account than the 15th.
Awesome. Thanks, Pia.
Super. Any other questions? Doris, I think I must unmute you. Now I can hear you, Doris.
Good. You mentioned this online HOM. Where can I find that?
It's one in English, and I have sent it already on our events group, but I can send it to you directly later on.
Oh yeah, that might be great. Thank you.
I just make a note. We are hoping that we will get one together in German as well, but for your English-speaking people at least. Doris is sitting in Germany, for everybody who wonders why Doris is dressed so warm and it's dark in her. Yeah. Poor Doris must sit in Germany.
Just wait until July, then it's the other way around.
But it shows, David, it's an international business. We can do it anywhere, in winter and in summer. David is brand new supervisor, Doris.
Oh, congratulations, David.
Thank you, Doris. How are you?
Fine, thank you.